So I have a startup that, amongst other things, we're building a C to safe Rust transpiler. And that's really great, but unit tests for compilers are a huge pain. I really want to be able to have a thing where I can like write code on one side and see what it outputs on the other side. And we have a thing like this, right? This is Godbolt, but our tool is not up on Godbolt. And so we had to figure out how to actually like get that on our computers. So I'm going to show you how to do that, because it's like 5 things you have to do. The first thing is you got to clone Godbolt.
You're not using JJ.
I'm not going to commit anything, so there's no reason to use JJ. And let's just go in there and let's run that. So make dev extra args language CPP, because that's just what that's all we've set up so far.
NPN?
Yep. It's a website. And so we go to localhost 10240, and eventually that will load. And here we go. So here's Compiler Explorer. It's got GCC because that's on my system. Great. OK, everything works. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to open up libcompilers_all. And there's just like a list of all these compilers. So we're just going to copy one of those, call this the name of our tool, Bronto Translate Compiler, and probably change this to a different file. Great. That's step 1. That file doesn't exist. And in fact, we're not going to make it. We're going to make the corresponding TypeScript file. I'm not going to type that all out here, but I am going to copy it from this helpful directory that has that. We're going to copy it there. And just so you can see it, lib.
It's because he's in a dirty working copy.
So what this looks like is basically there's this one class. This is like the name of the thing that we just typed. And I mean, we got a constructor. I don't even know that this thing is necessary. Certainly this to do, we should do at some point. But there's like nothing in here, right? We're like copying options around like into the compiler. And then we're just like running the compiler. Like there's almost nothing here. OK, next thing we need to do is we need to like add this new language category, right? Compiler Explorer has all these different languages. And so we look at the languages.ts, and we go down here and like, oh, this looks cool. Why don't we just do whatever this does, right? We called ours Bronto Translate. I don't know. We'll call this C to Rust.
That key is in a string.
Yeah, we'll get to that. And OK, we have a logo somewhere, but I don't know where it is, so we're just going to skip it. And sure, Clang format, why not? Yeah, so this key doesn't exist because it's not a language key. Because that's a separate type. We need to like add that to the language key enum. So let's go do that too. That is, I think, types language interface. Yeah, cool. So we'll just add one here. OK, so we've set up the language. We've added our compiler as like a tool. We've linked them together, or we've linked some of the language stuff together. We haven't linked our tool to the compiler, and that comes with one last file that I'm going to copy, Lightning, and this is the config, and we'll show you what that looks like. There's, again, not that much here, right? Like the name of the compiler is this first line. That's the default compiler, so when you go to our tool, that's the one that shows up. That's the name. That's where the binary is, right, on our local machine. If you want to put something actually on Compiler Explorer, you will not put it in this place. Right? You'll put it somewhere else. But that's all there is to it. I hope I did everything right there. Moment of truth. We're going to have the language not be CPP, but Bronto Translate. And it's running. So we go back here. I'll refresh. And now we have Bronto Translate here, right? So we can run main, and of course I need to tell it to actually run the thing. So we have one of the commands is called evolve, and like, hey, that's Rust. Wow. That's maybe not that interesting in main, but just to I'll copy in something a little bit more complicated and run it, and 2 implementations of Fibonacci. So. Yeah.